I get a lot of questions from people who are trying to upgrade their office coffee setup but feel stuck between a cheap single-serve machine and a full-size caf-grade brewer. The fear is pretty real, spending a few $100s on something that either takes up too much counter space, brews coffee that's too weak for the team, or just breaks down after a month. In this review, I'm going to walk through what it's like to actually use the BUNN CWTF15 in a day-to-day environment, point out the hidden trade-offs, and help you decide if it's the right fit for your break room, small CAF, or co-working space. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the core problem this brewer is trying to solve. A lot of small business owners and office managers need a machine that can serve multiple people quickly without the constant monitoring that a manual pour-over requires. The BUNN CWTF15 is an automatic commercial brewer that makes up to 12 cups per batch and comes with 3 lower warmers, so you can keep 3 separate pots of coffee hot at once. That sounds great on paper, but the real question is whether the convenience translates into real-world efficiency. In my testing environment, a 15-person co-working hub with a steady stream of coffee requests from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., the 3 warmers actually became a practical advantage. While one pot was finishing, the next 2 could stay hot without the coffee getting stale, and I could rotate the pots without having to brew a new batch every half hour. One of the first things you notice when you set up the unit is its size. The brewer sits on a sturdy stainless steel base, and the 3 warmers sit directly beneath the decanter. It's not a countertop toaster. You'll need a dedicated spot, ideally near a power outlet and with enough clearance for the decanter's handle to swing out. For a cramped office kitchenette, you'll have to measure twice. On the flip side, the footprint is actually smaller than many full-size espresso stations, which makes it a solid middle ground for places that have a little room but can't accommodate a commercial lineup of equipment. The brewing process itself is genuinely hands-off. You load the water reservoir, add the coffee grounds to the filter basket, and press start. The machine handles the pre-infusion and brew cycle automatically, delivering a consistent temperature that BUNN claims is optimal for a balanced cup. In practice, the coffee tasted reliably even after the machine had been running for a few hours. The biggest practical strength here is consistency. Once you dial in your grind size and dose, you can expect the same flavor profile batch after batch. That's a big win for an office where people complain when the first pot is hot and the second is lukewarm or bitter. Now, let's be honest about the weak spots. Because the brewer is designed for commercial use, the cleaning routine is more involved than a drip coffee maker you'd keep at home. The water reservoir and brew chamber need to be emptied and rinsed after each day, and the filter basket has to be cleared of coffee oils to prevent buildup. If you don't have a staff member who's willing to spend a few minutes on maintenance, the machine can develop off flavors over time. Also, the 3 lower warmers draw a decent amount of electricity, so you'll see a modest bump on your utility bill if you keep them on all day. For a small office that's only running coffee for a few hours, you can mitigate this by turning the warmers off when the space is empty, but that adds a manual step you might not want. Who should consider buying this BUNN brewer? If you run a break room that serves 10-20 people daily, need multiple pots of coffee on standby, and have at least one person who can handle a quick daily cleaning, this unit hits a sweet spot. It's also a good entry point for a boutique CAF that wants to add a drip coffee offering without investing in a larger batch brew system. The 3-pot configuration is especially handy when you want to serve different roast levels or decaf alongside regular coffee. Just brew separate batches and keep them warm side by side. Who should skip it? If you're a home user, a solo freelancer, or an office with fewer than 8 daily coffee drinkers, the size and price quickly become overkill. In those cases, a smaller single-serve machine or a basic drip brewer will give you the same coffee for a fraction of the space and maintenance effort. Likewise, if you're looking for a machine that can handle espresso, cappuccino, or other specialty drinks, the BUNN CWTF15 won't meet those needs. It's strictly a drip brew solution. Value for money is where the BUNN really tries to justify its price tag. The upfront cost is higher than a standard office drip machine, but you get 3 warmers, a durable commercial-grade build, and the reputation of a brand that's been supplying coffee equipment for decades. The real value shows up when you calculate the